So by now, hopefully you're becoming more aware of how this drama game is unfolding around you. You might be in some of it, or you might be on the outside observing it and watching it unfold. And this leads me to mention, some of the tools we've been working with in the previous modules will all help us stay out of this game. So for example, emotional agility, that's about naming our emotions, noticing our anger, noticing whatever we are feeling. And as we name it and become more aware of our emotions, we have less of a hook or less of an urge to go and play in this drama game. Not only that, to learn to become the observer. The third position, where you detach completely from what's happening around you. It's a vital process in terms of staying out of the game. You can also work with your base fears. Remember, our base fears, when they hit us with a Coke machine effect, they're going to touch on these base fears. They're going to touch on our self-worth, our inadequacy. And if we're becoming more comfortable with our base fears and accepting them more, well, then we're going to react less, because without awareness, remember, this drama game is one big giant play area for saber-toothed tigers, and our ego is just going to be reacting as it does, and that leads to this interaction of the various roles that creates this chaos. So managing your hot buttons, if you've been doing that work, again, it's going to help you with the Coke machine effect. The meditations and the deep relaxation exercises, they all work with settling the amygdala. So when you have these saber-toothed tigers, these symbolic saber-toothed tigers coming at you to get you into the drama game, there's less inclination to react and a better chance that you're going to respond instead. And then finally, working with the ladder of inference, all those inner voices and their stories they tell us. As we start questioning these stories, well, again, it reduces that inclination to want to go and play in this very murky place. Now, in this topic, I want to introduce you to a wonderful tool that will help you whoop your way out of the drama game. WOOP is a methodology developed by Gabriela Uttingen, and more information can be found on whoopmylife.org. WOOP is acronym for the process required to make the change, namely wish, outcome, obstacle, and plan. So the idea is to become more aware of how you play your roles in the drama game and why you do this, as per exercise 2 in workbook 4. And as you build up some knowledge around your drama habits and patterns, you then begin to plan for these situations, especially where you feel they might arise again, whether at work or in your personal life. Now you reflect on where you have been in the drama situation, reflect on what you would like to achieve should this ever happen again, and this becomes your wish. What would you like to achieve the next time you find yourself in the same situation? You can use this wish for anything else in your life, such as managing hot buttons, changing your unhealthy ego behaviors and your habits and patterns, or facing your fears. It can also be used for any personal or work goals that you might have. Now, working with the wish, you reflect on your most important wish or goal you would like to achieve. Pick a wish or goal that feels challenging, but that you can reasonably fulfill. It might be to stay calm the next time you encounter a drama and not react. Or it could be a wish not to take on other people's problems as you become the rescuer. Next, you reflect on the outcome. If your wish is fulfilled, where would that leave you? What would be the best, most positive outcome? How would fulfilling your wish make you feel? Identify your best outcome and take a moment to imagine or visualize it as fully as you can. Revel in the sights and the sounds of achieving the outcome. Make it as real as possible by feeling as if you have achieved it right now. So for example, I see myself not reacting to the drama as I step out of it. I feel empowered that I did not react, and as a result, I'm a lot calmer. I'm feeling relieved that I didn't take the bait, because I might have said things I would have regretted later. Now, when it comes to a victim mindset, visualizing the outcome is a great way to energize oneself, to take action towards whatever wish you have, especially where the victim mindset robs us of the power through those feelings of hopelessness and helplessness. Then you reflect on the obstacle. You reflect and visualize the obstacle that will get in the way of you achieving your wish. This may sound counterintuitive, but it's a vital part of the process to help plan for the obstacle. Reflect on what is within you that holds you back from fulfilling your wish. It might be an emotion, an irrational belief, or a bad habit. This is important. It's what is within you which you can manage, not out there or someone else's behavior which you cannot control. Think more deeply. What is it really? In relation to the drama game, it might be something we have learned from exercise 2 around our habits in the game and the roles we play. These obstacles could be that inauthentic guilt, or that feeling of being hopeless or helpless. It could be the urge to want to defend a base fear of separation or self-worth. Identify your main inner obstacle and take a moment to imagine it fully. Visualize, for example, you losing your temper as you are hooked into the game because you have had that fear or that belief challenged. Or visualize yourself taking on other people's problems as your own through your inauthentic guilt. Now you imagine this obstacle in play and feel as if it is happening now. Imagine how it feels. What are the consequences and the impact on your well-being? Finally, you plan for the obstacle. What can you do to overcome your obstacle? Identify one action you can take or one thought you can have to help you with this. You then make the following plan for yourself. If, obstacle, then I will, action or thought. For example, if I feel this inauthentic guilt urging me to become the rescuer, then I will remind myself it is not my job to solve other people's problems, and I will instead ask them what solutions they have to help them address their concerns. Or if I notice the urge to want to blame someone for how I am feeling, then I will ask myself, how can I take more accountability for the situation I find myself in and refrain from going into the blame game? Now in exercise 3, workbook 4, we have provided you with the WOOP exercise as well as a summary of ways you can remove yourself from the various roles in the drama game, which we discussed in the last few topics. You can use these as part of your plan if you wish. So as we finish off this module, please work with the exercises in workbook 4, all 3 of them, and whoop yourself out of the drama game. And yes, in the next topic, we're going to explore ego and happiness. And one of the questions we are going to answer is, why do we get it so wrong when it comes to searching for our happiness in the environment? Now, as we finish off, I leave you with a wonderful quote by Leo Tolstoy. Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself. So I will see you in the next topic and module, and until then, take care and stay aware.